news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply... Gone down to a knee at the 25. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. These two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
2nd and 10. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
I'm going rhetorical on you here. Could that pass have been delivered any better to the receiver downfield?
Not at all, and when he catches that, he didn't even have to break stride. Full speed, that's why he got all that yardage after the catch.
Timing, timing, timing.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might... And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown. Allen Robinson. 92 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Able to fight through one tackle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Fields on first down. They're firing a deep ball for Kmet. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup at 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields on third and goal. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here we go on fourth down, Fields. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. Allen Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Love going to give this one to Jones. Fights loose. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the play fake, Love. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 3rd and 2, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. And And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Love's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Throwing, Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Love now. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tunyon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Fields as the 1st half is winding down. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. Santos with the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Love. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On now is the Packers punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Fields. The screen pass here to Cohen. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Love. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A second down throw for Love. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And
it's intercepted at the goal line. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bearsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen during his coach.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is going to be Packer football. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Fields. James has got it. Complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. It's Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw is Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 39 yards there, a big one.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
On play action, Love to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are right back in this football game. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Off play action, Fields. Man open is Robinson. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 67 yards. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Love in the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake, Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, You're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. From the shotgun to give to Jones. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Jones again. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Packers have retaken the lead. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
On 4th down, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
They're going option play on 3rd down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style.